Okay, 3, 2, 1. I really wish we had like a Slater because then it makes it really official. So we're back at the Digi-Social and it's Friday and we're just really happy to be here. It's sunny and it's 60, a little cold for me. So we should just jump right in because I'm really freezing in here right now. Most viewed streamed digital content of the week. So on YouTube, what is trending? So in the top 10, posted by Graham the Christian. He has 874,000 subscribers. And it's titled, I Said Gucci Gang 100,000 times. Here are the last 1,000. Now, why do things like this go viral? The video has over 1 million views since he's literally sitting there going, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. So I'm just wondering, do views only count if people watch the entire video? Because that's impossible. After like the first 10, I was like, I get it. I know what he's gonna do the rest of the video. He's just gonna keep saying Gucci Gang until he reaches 1,000. He like gave away the whole movie before we watched it. Like we knew all we were getting was Gucci Gang. I do respect this challenge because all the proceeds went to Red Nose Day, which is a charity that helps children in poverty. So I guess saying Gucci Gang is more effective than just asking people to donate. So next time I put up a GoFundMe, I'll have to like think of some saying like Shelly sold seashells. Anyway, good for you, Graham, because you know you're using your position of power, I guess you could call it, for good. Someone who's not using it for good is Logan Paul. He's still pretty much hated by most of America, but this is considered YouTube news because he's a YouTube star. So after his controversial video and remarks made in Japan, YouTube deleted the video and they also dropped him from the YouTube Red Comedy foursome. Now, YouTube chief Robert, don't really know how to say his last name, Killinkle, recently stated that Logan, and I quote, expressed remorse very quickly and is learning from the experience. Do you really think he is though? He seems kind of remorseless. I did some research to see how viewers were reacting to the scandal. His official channel still has 15 million subscribers, and most of the comments underneath the last video he posted were positive. It's basically just fans begging him to come back and telling him to forget about the haters. It's just that it's not haters, it's reasonable, non-offensive people that are trying to bring him down. So now we're gonna talk about on-demand, AKA downloaded content. So the different ways you can watch movies on demand has only increased over the years. It's gone beyond your cable providers because now, obviously, you can get online videos on demand through Fandango Now, Apple, Google, Amazon. And of course, you know, on demand is different than streaming because you can actually download it after you choose to rent or buy. Renting is better because you buy it and then you decide you never want to watch it again and it's just sitting there and you're like, it's like when you don't try on clothes at the store and then you bring them home and they sit in your closet because you're too lazy to bring them back. It's a very vicious cycle. Anyway, here are the most popular movies on demand right now. So we've got It, Dunkirk, Blade Runner 2049, Get Out, Spider-Man Homecoming, aka Tom Holland, Baby Driver, Wonder Woman, Girls Trip. Did I already say Logan? Basically all movies that have been in theaters in the last year or so, movies that haven't made it to the streaming platforms just yet. We have that new category, it's not going anywhere, y'all, podcasts. So the popular podcast right now is the Joe Rogan Experience. So Joe Rogan is a comedian, UFC commentator, and actor, and he sits down with a variety of special guests. Most who are his good friends, from fellow comedians to porn stars. I don't feel like porn stars would be like really reliable, trustworthy friends, but I'm not judging porn stars. It all makes for really great conversation and people are loving it. And you can also watch a video cast of the show live on Ustream. The next podcast is a friend. I've actually only met Annabelle like one time, but I feel like we would be good friends. Adderall and Compliments, and it's hosted by Annabelle DeSisto, writer, comedian, cat mom, and she hilariously discusses pop culture, mental health, politics, whatever comes to mind really. And she's got this really creative, funny outlook, and she also sells crystals that save lives. Especially if you take Adderall, it's even funnier, because like I took it in college. I wasn't prescribed. I wasn't prescribed. We should cut that out. Trending topics on Twitter. So the trending hashtag is hashtag Hawaii. So the people of Hawaii were sent a false alert that said ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter This is not a drill. I've always wanted to talk like that. Apparently an employee running an alert software just pushed the wrong button. 30 minutes later, once they got permission, by the way, why do you need permission to tell people they're not about to die, but you can just like send them, hey, you're gonna die at any moment? Well, they alerted the people that it was, in fact, a false alarm. That employee has been reassigned. BuzzFeed said, according to the latest week, nope, that's the wrong one. It's really a wonder that people in Hawaii were not jumping off high-rise balconies. Bad situation must be fixed. That would have totally sucked if they had jumped, because they would have died and never found out that it was a false alarm. So they would have literally died for nothing. Hawaii, bad. Yes, however, everyone needs to know how to respond. This showed everyone you need to be prepared, we need to be prepared, have a plan. Also, someone put up everything I'm doing is wrong. I keep pulling up the wrong images. Okay, Twitter moments. This was a huge Twitter moment this week. It's a very important topic that we need to discuss. How often do you wash your jeans? Apparently the world is divided into two groups, people who do wash their jeans and people who don't wash their jeans. Now, Esquire once wrote that when you wash your jeans, you should turn them inside out. This way you can preserve the color, and this allows the dirtiest part of the jeans, the inside, to get more exposure to the water and detergent. I don't agree. I think the outside is dirtier because you're sitting on like public transportation or just public seating in general, and the inside it's like just my skin, like my skin's clean. Anyways, I didn't want to bring this up, but in college I found out that our jeans collect more bacteria than anything else, and it changed my life. Now I wash them all the time. When people say they never wash their jeans, does that mean they never spill coffee all over themselves, or do they just smell like Starbucks? How often do you really spill coffee though? And wouldn't it normally be like on your shirt, because it's like, and then I think this girl's just weird. I just pulled a pair of jeans from my pile of dirty laundry and concluded that they had been sitting there unworn long enough that I could consider them clean. Pray for me. It's not really logical. So now we've got the hater and do-gooders of the week. So the hater of the week is the flu, because it's now officially an epidemic in the United States. I want to try to be like really newsy here. The outbreak has spread, The outbreak has spread to all of the states except for Hawaii. So I guess Hawaii has one thing going for them. This year, it was reported that flu season started much earlier than expected and is one of the worst flu seasons our nation has seen. The only good thing about plagues is that when people die, the surface area of the world increases. And have you ever been somewhere and you're just like, it is too crowded? But I'm scared because I didn't get the flu shot, and they always say if you have asthma, you should get the flu shot. So I guess I'm dead. BuzzFeed said, according to the latest weekly influenza surveillance report from Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, that was a lot. The flu is already widespread in 49 states, and it has killed over 100 people so far, including 20 children. The whole map is red, which means widespread. So officially, 2017, the flu is widespread. And when the map comes up, I'll kind of look like a weather girl, except for this has nothing to do with weather, but it's geography, so it's kind of like being a weather girl. So the do-gooder of the week is Mark Wahlberg. So you know they had to reshoot the movie All the Money in the World because Kevin Spacey was thrown off and Christopher Plummer was thrown on. Word got out that while Mark Wahlberg and Michelle Williams are both repped by WME and both participated in the reshoots, Mark got himself over $1 million for his work, and Michelle was only paid $80 a day. Mark made a statement, and he said, over the last few days, my reshoot fee has become an important topic of discussion. I 100% support the fight for fair pay, and I'm donating $1.5 million to the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund in Michelle Williams' name. Now, you should know this by now, but Time's Up is the new movement that's fight for equality, fight against sexual harassment, all of it. So it seems the money wasn't that important to Mark since he used it to donate to the fight for equal pay. And WME also donated $500,000 to the organization. I kind of feel like WME only did it because Mark did, and they were like trying to be a copycat and not look like the bad guy. I don't have any tweets for this one, but people were proud of Marky Mark, but not as proud as when he was the Calvin Klein model. That was great. So now we have celebrities and influencers to follow on social media. Now this is weird because these aren't like single people. This is like organizations benefiting the community or like huge companies benefiting the world. So the Los Angeles Police Department is a pretty big account. Almost 100,000 people follow this account, and I expect their numbers to grow because this account has been known to make a huge difference for civilians, especially during the last year. Because during the fires, they informed us how to sign up for LAPD alerts in case of an emergency evacuation. And I 100% signed up so that they would text me if I had to leave, or else I would just wake up in flames and be like, oh. After conducting my research, I learned that most cities have a Twitter account for their police department. So you should check out yours because there is so much crime and natural disaster these days. And also it kind of reaffirms our faith in the criminal justice system. And that's sad. So now we have a video. Yesterday, they posted a video of LA officers joining in on the MLK parade, and they were dancing and interacting with the community, and it was just really nice to see. Okay, next up we have Netflix US, as in United States. So they have almost 5 million followers, so the massive entertainment company is also beloved online. Whoever runs the Twitter account is just awesome and very, very witty. They seem young because they're really hip and up to date on memes, and an old person just wouldn't be any of those things. But I'm not ageist. It's so nice that they tweet more than just promotional announcements for their series, because they really actually give their opinions on the series, even when sometimes it kind of seems like they don't really care about their own series. They posted a picture of, if you watch Stranger Things, when Mike and Eleven kiss at the end of season 2, they posted the GIF and they said, retweet if you care about this relationship more than your own. I don't even have my own, but I would care about it more if I did. The Office is A, a great show, B, a ruthless prison that keeps me from ever watching new things, C, all of the above. You see what I mean? They're so relatable. They worship The Office, just like most of America. So we have a bonus topic this week. I'm really proud of all of London for recently participating in the 10th annual No Pants subway ride, or we should say No Trousers Tube ride. Now this incredible movement began in New York and has spread globally, and these brave, brave people are the real MVPs because they're able to take each other seriously when they're traveling. Imagine someone in boxers, but also with a briefcase. And they're also living the dream because I hate wearing pants. It's gotten to the point where, like, when my Postmates comes, I won't even wear pants downstairs to meet him in the lobby of my apartment. I'm gonna have a long t-shirt on, but still. But this is the kind of content that I really want to see trending in 2018, not like bombs and like violence, and I just want to see people naked. Also, though, I will say that this could be why the flu has gotten so horrible, because people are traveling naked. Because when you wear clothes, if you have like germs, it like traps them. But if you're naked, it's like they're just out. Statistics show that being naked next to someone will get them sicker than if you cough on them. That's not a real statistic, but I feel like if it becomes real, you heard it here first from me. And just really quick, so, James Franco, he didn't donate any money to Time's Up. It's really ironic that after someone wins and succeeds, then everybody wants to come out. And you know what? Even if they did something wrong, you should have said it a long time ago, because now it just looks like you said it because they succeeded. So maybe just plan when you want to accuse people a little better. I like James Franco. I hope none of this is true. But as a woman, I am probably expected to believe it. So thanks for being here on the Digi-Social. I feel like we covered some really serious topics today. I was really serious today. And I'll see you next Friday, where it'll also be a serious web series about serious topics from a serious girl.